Here we go again with the 9 to 5 rants. Guys, let's get into it.
Going from clinicals to your 9 to 5 is the most craziest shit ever. Like, you just worked 10 hours at your clinical site. Didn't get a fucking dime! Not even gonna get a fucking job!
Oh my God.
Somebody to make up for the fucking 10 hours you just fucking work!
He's going off.
For the day. I'm tired, but you know what? Let's get this money.
He definitely... I don't know if he's tired or not. He seems like he got a whole lot of energy to me. Maybe he was just doing this for views.
Hey guys.
The traditional 9 to 5 job is designed to break you and keep you operating at a lower vibration. They absolutely hate it when you quit that shit because they don't want you to be happy. They want you to be in their control, miserable, serving other people, having to put yourself on the back burner. You eventually get to a point where you really question, what the fuck am I and where do I matter in this equation? Like, it's literally set up to where you have to constantly be in a state of pleasing other people.
Whatever happened with people being nice at their 9 to 5s? Whatever happened to anybody being nice ever? Somebody was telling me about a situation the other day in the office that somebody had came in and sat down and they had all their stuff at the desk and the person had to run to like a 10 a.m. meeting. So they left all their stuff there. Somebody else came in and sat down at their desk that they had reserved. Now, where I work, you have to reserve your desks. It's a hybrid setup model, so you have to reserve your desk ahead of time before you go in. It's completely stupid. With me going back next month to 3 days a week, I wish I had a permanent desk, but they're not doing that. They're not giving anybody a permanent desk at all. So the person that sat next to her had said somebody is sitting there already, and they ran to a meeting, and she mumbled something under her breath, and she was not a happy camper. You know what? If you're not happy at your 9 to 5 and you're miserable, I said this many times, and just go find another job. Find something you enjoy doing, or you know what? Don't work. Move back home with your mom and dad and just be miserable the rest of your life. This is where it seems like it's heading with the 9 to 5 gigs. Everybody just doesn't want to do shit. Nobody wants to friggin' work anymore, and I don't understand why. Don't you need money? I don't understand where all these people are getting their money and not working. I truly do not understand it at all.
They don't look at us like humans. They look at us like money-making machines, so that way they can make more money off of us. They can bark at us, disrespect us, treat us like shit, and then you wonder why there's so many people out here walking around with dysregulated nervous systems, and then they try to prescribe you medicine, so that way, oh, Big Pharma can make more money off of it. Don't let these people ruin your lives. You're not here to please other people. You're here to please yourself, and life...
We're back to the me. Unreal, unbelievable, but it's 2026. We went through it in 2019, and we're still going through it, unfortunately. We're still having 9 to 5 issues. I just don't understand it. You need some type of structure,
goes by so fast. Like, do what makes you happy and fuck the rest.
You know, being outside at this park has made me realize, man, I hope I never have to work another 9 to 5 a day in my life. I mean, just the thought of being inside of a building for 8 to 16 hours a day, just dealing with...
If you're working 16 hours a day in a building, you have other issues going on. 8 hours minimum. 8 hours minimum. No wonder why people are miserable if they're working 16-hour shifts to try and make ends meet. It's horrible to witness this in person, let alone on social media.
People that you don't even like. Taking orders from people who don't even have your best interest. Like, you just an employee ID number. Like, you just there. I mean, I just have a hard time believe that we're supposed to be that God created us in His image, and this is supposed to be the life that He has designed for us. To basically go and punch a clock and trade our time for money, working to make somebody else rich while we struggle.
You know why the rich people are rich? Because they're go-getters and they're doers, they're pleasers. In some cases, they could be brown nosers. They do what they need to do to move up that ladder. Now, that's one of the things I will not do as being an office worker, as being a business professional in my field. I will not kiss ass. I will not brown nose. Boss's day, boss's day. I won't bring a card in. I'm not going to bring you a cake. I'm not going to celebrate. That's just not me. I believe in old-fashioned hard work. You work hard and you earn it. And then you reap the benefits from that. Ass kissing, to me, is just totally wrong. I don't think you should be doing that anywhere. And that's where a lot of us start to feel miserable, because we try and please, and you might get to the point where you just don't care anymore. This is what I'm seeing in the corporate world. It's what I'm seeing in the office space. People just don't care anymore. They don't want to come to work. They don't want to do nothing but sit home and watch TV and scroll on these devices. That's all people want to do. Nobody wants to work.
While we live check to check, while we in debt, while we mentally exhausted and breaking our bodies just to make other folks rich, while our kids go without, ain't no way in the world. I have a hard time believing that. God has given us a choice. And the good thing about it is this, guys. We have this thing called social media and the internet. And
that could be part of the problem, honestly. Now that I'm just thinking about it, this is actually the first time I'm seeing this. I went through and I compiled these together, and it's the first time I'm watching these. I'm going to try a different approach as far as, hey, you know what? I never saw it before, so I'm going to react to it. But he's got a point, but I think social media is actually part of the problem, because people are watching this and then they're acting on it, and it gets in your head. I mean, don't think just because you watch something that subconsciously it's not going to wear on you, because it does. When you see John Doe not wanting to work a 9-to-5 job, he doesn't want to work a 9-to-5 job. When you see Betty Jane not wanting to work a 9-to-5 job and she's miserable, you might feel the same way. It's the same thing when you see something on the news, about people going in schools and doing things they shouldn't do. You know what I'm talking about? The reason why they do is because they see it on social media. They see it on the news, and then they act on it. If none of this stuff was on social media, you wouldn't be miserable at your 9-to-5. You wouldn't be making videos about it. You would just have to do it. I really think 2019, in my opinion, ruined a lot of structure in the workforce, in the 9-to-5. This is when I feel people started getting lazy. I mean, myself, I guess if you want to say that, fine, because I like working remote jobs because I don't like dealing with this. I don't like hearing people complain about their 9-to-5. I don't need to see the office politics. I don't want to witness office politics. That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of everybody brown-nosing and doing things to move up, and it works, where you have others who are working the old-fashioned way. They're working 8, 9, 10, 12-hour days, and they're hoping for that big promotion, where others just come in out of college and they sweep you. They sweep you. I've seen it. It's happened to me, at past jobs, right? You might think, well, maybe I'm not doing a better job than that person, but it shouldn't have to be that way. And for me, in the professional world and the business field, the line of work that I'm in, I'm seeing this more and more and more, and everybody's just getting burned out. They're getting exhausted because they're just getting burned out. It's so easy to get burned out anymore. And when you see this stuff on social media, I feel that's what's happening.
Glad that after I lost my job, after being delusional for 3 decades, working and punching the clock in corporate America, that I came online and I took advantage of a program 2 years ago that taught me how to build a business, that taught me how to make money from my phone. And I ain't never had to get on the phone and speak to nobody. I didn't have to have 10,000 followers. I didn't have to chase my friends and family to convince them to join me, guys. Just simple strategies that I've been doing for the last 2 years with consistency.
Hey, you know what? If you can do it, then I give you props. More power to you. I mean, a lot of us are making money on YouTube, whether it's part-time or full-time, and they do it as a full-time gig. Hey, you know what? If you're that good at it, then keep going. You know, you do you. You know, just keep moving forward if that's your thing, you know, and I don't have a problem with that. I mean, in the past, if you have a 9-to-5 job, I wouldn't quit your 9-to-5 job for YouTube. But hey, you know what? If you've been doing it since day one and you're being successful, then keep doing it. But I'll say it again, I don't think YouTube should be your number one stream of income, even if you are making money like this gentleman says he is with online. I would possibly want, no, I'm not going to say possibly, I would want another stream of income because it could just go away one day. You just never know. Of course, 9-to-5 jobs can go away as well, right?
And now I have built a multiple 6-figure income doing this. Digital marketing, guys, completely changed my life. Imagine if you could learn how to work 2 to 3 hours a day from your cell phone and learn the skills to generate an income that didn't require you having to punch a clock.
That's awesome.
And if you'd like to learn what I've been doing, if you'd like to know more about the program that has taught me how to generate an income from my phone, be out here in this nice park on a Monday while most people are at a job right now regretting it, right? And you'd like to learn about the blueprint that's given me true time, location, and financial freedom, guys, all from this cell phone, then comment the word how, and I'll send you guys over exactly what I found.
I was making $200,000 a year and let go at the age of 40, and I'm here to tell you that I am not going back to corporate. I am not applying back to any of those jobs. I'm betting on myself, and these are all the reasons why. First and foremost, no job is worth your mental or physical well-being. These jobs are engineered to stress you out. Artificial deadlines, artificial quotas, bosses calling you at 4 a.m. after hours, working on the weekends, like it's all BS.
It's just a part of life. I work with somebody who gets online. He starts working at like 4 or 5 in the morning because his client's in the UK. You got to do what you got to do, you know?
Nothing needs to be done today, right? And so what happens is you start to stress, and that manifests as inflammation, and you start to get these diseases. This is why they provide health insurance, by the way, which is also a massive scam.
Oh man, I can see where this is heading.
Did you know that you can self-pay, and it is far cheaper to do so than through going through insurance? There's also other insurance programs that are far less than what your company is charging, or if you were to go on the marketplace that they offer.
I don't know if I agree with that because I know people who are retired and they're spending an arm and a leg to insure themselves. And hey, you know what? They're at the age where they're retired. So I don't know that I really believe that. And if you're younger and you go on Cobra or something like that, you're going to pay a pretty penny.
But what about my 401k? Bro, do you know that you can go on Robinhood and invest in your own stocks? And there's tons of people out there that will give you advice, and you can hire someone to do that for you. You don't need your company to invest your money for you. Overall, I've just learned that these jobs are just a massive scam. No one at these companies knows anything about what they're doing. They bring in these people into these mid-level manager or executive roles that just bounce around from companies. Their main tactic is to come in, execute a plan, or try to, and when it doesn't work out, they just say, oh, we had the wrong people, we got to go ahead and fire everybody.
I've seen that happen before. That is true. I've seen this happen.
Or lay people off to cut budget. It's all a scam. You are so much better off betting on yourself. There's more tools out there in the world right now to bet on yourself and make a business than there ever has been. Now is the time to do it. I myself, I've created a site where you can go on and explore your passion and really see what the next phase of life is going to do for you. It also gives you an executed plan tailored to you on what that would be and how to execute it.
All right, I'm done with this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about these videos, if you agree or if you don't agree. I want to know your thoughts. You know, are you meant not to work a 9 to 5 job? I mean, for me, I have a family, 2 kids. I got to work a 9 to 5. It's just what I got to do, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I will catch you in the next one.